Aberdeen, the Granite City, a city prized on its oil industry. But there is more to the city than just the oil. The performing arts is a growing industry that a large number of people have an interest in. From dance to theatre to music, there is something for everyone. For youths, the youth theatre scene is of particular interest. However, once they reach 18, most tend to leave for the central belt of Scotland. The Aberdeen City Council has been actively encouraging the creative industry. It has set up a creative base. Faultline Theatre had residency there during November 2016.
There needs to be a collaborative approach to ensuring that there are opportunities for people to stay in the city. We're hoping that we can provide some opportunities, but there needs to be joined up thinking across the city, which currently isn't happening.
Definitely. We've definitely noticed a gap where kind of, in some circles young people are identified as people up to age 25. Some people actually identify them only up to age 18, and it's that 18 to 25 gap at the moment that is causing a problem. So people are having to go elsewhere to train once they get to 18, and then there's not necessarily anything for them to come back to.
One such emerging artist that worked with Faultline is Mary Davidson. She is a young performer, writer and director. How does she feel the industry here fares against elsewhere?
I think personally, yes, I am leaving the Northeast to pursue a career, and I think that's just from the structures that are provided elsewhere, and that is exciting to use what I've learnt here and then to take it somewhere else and to progress further. I'm sure if you tried really hard and created work yourself, you could go a bit further up here, but I personally think it's quite necessary to move on from Aberdeen.
Aberdeen Performing Arts runs classes for those who are interested in the performing arts whilst they're still in school, mainly based in His Majesty's Theatre. Lisa Matheson is the current Creative Learning Manager of Aberdeen Performing Arts.
Within the North East, I'm not sure if you're aware of something called the Youth Arts Collective North East, so it's abbreviated as YACNI. We're one of the 9 Time to Shine pubs now. The Youth Arts Collective North East is beginning to come to an end of its current phase. So that'll come to the end of its current phase at the end of March, and then we'll see what that sort of evolves into in the future. Now, the reason I'm telling you about all this is because there are around 20 partners that are part of that collective. So Aberdeen Performing Arts is the lead partner, but as well as that, we work with Aberdeen City Council, we work with the Arts Centre, we work with SMU, we work with 17, and we work with, they're just a few of the partners. We're always trying to get involved in everything else that's happening in the city and work in a more joined up way, and especially with partners such as Nesco and other sort of companies that are working with young people. We're always trying to link up, because I think there is a mentality that has existed in the past that we're kind of beginning to break away from in Aberdeen, that companies work to what we call a silo mentality, kind of keep themselves to themselves, but thankfully those bubbles are beginning to burst and people are beginning to work more collaboratively, which I think is absolutely the way forward.
Some performers do stay in the Northeast for a time to find work. We spoke to actor Liam Christie about what he feels about the industry.
I absolutely feel like I need to leave the Northeast to get work, just because the acting world is so much more focused in places like Dundee and Glasgow that it'll just be easier to get work, I imagine. But, who knows? It might just be just as hard getting work down there as it is up here. Most of the work that comes through the Facebook groups is down in places like Dundee, Glasgow and Edinburgh, and it's just difficult to travel on short notice. So it'll be easier being there, so I can just go, oh hey, I'm here, let's do this.
As we have heard, a lot of people believe there is an industry here that is worth growing. Who knows? One day you may see a familiar name on the programme when you next visit the theatre.